this is one of my favorite maps, and as I can say, I love the zoom in, zoom out functionalities. This has been sort of commanded or commissioned by somebody who wanted an interactive Harry Potter map. I mean, what else is this if it's not a interactive Harry Potter map? I like the dynamics of it and how easy and quickly it allows me to look at or visualize stakeholder relationships and the quality of networks or relationships. And by quality of networks, I don't mean density of nodes. I do mean the quality of the relations between entities, people, or tools and process. And I mean, the added value of being able to put information behind each, I have to go into the edit mode, behind each layer. If I had a link here towards, for instance, self-sovereign identity in the blockchain, I could just add this, which if you want, I can do this now. But I didn't want this to go too long because I essentially also wanted to show you how I can turn this into more strategic tools or maps, which is something I'm working towards with my own maps I want to create and create visual awareness. But I have one which I mapped onto a standard business tool, which is the famous business model canvas done by Osterwalder, and this is an adaptation done by Nancy Bocken. So you have the quote or the source here. And so I've just been sort of mapping a value proposition onto it. So this is one way of using it. Obviously, look, I like playing around with this by, being able to say that I still have space for development, like in a periodic table. I can sort of activate certain relationships, and as I showed before, make them clearer. And in my other videos, I showed you that I really like the ability to map the quality of relationship, but this is another way of really getting at situational awareness, and that's what I really think is the strength of 7Vortex amongst the dynamic interface and the fact that eventually it will allow me to search in a database. It's very hard to stop this. Okay, nice. I'm glad I'm back in my most favorite one. Didn't know I was stopped on this. So once again, these are, I connected this with my my other map, and I just don't have the back. Didn't connect it back to it, but that's the talent universe. And then if I go back to my initial one, that is this initial map I really am still working on and evolving constantly, adding to it. And as I said, in my learning curve, I will take out the innovation process, take out the people from this one, because I started my people and talent universe. So that shows you how I evolve them and how I can gradually sort of get more sense. And I've got here the connection with my talent universe. I have to get out of the, go into presentation mode. So here's my talent universe behind it. And then you can get a better understanding of how I make sense and how I use them. And I do like to have everything there on and to visualize the entire environment, and then sort of gradually map it out, as I said, towards different layers of meaning, different layers of stakeholder relationships, and it works perfectly well for my way of working and thinking, and I do believe that it adapts very well with complex, the complexity of situations we have nowadays, and hyperlinked environments for sure.